just setting off for the morning to go and get coffee. Not actually into parks, just into the next door building. Straighten my hair for the park. Probably shouldn't have bothered. It is chucking it down. Just got another day of rain. Woo. First time this time. Okay, so I just videoed that my hair was straight and we were ready for the parks. We've came back, we've put our hair up, ponchos on. Woo! You is so fetching. Beautiful. Right, you want to go that way? Okay, we're trying again. Mickey says it is... Mickey, what time is it? Even Mickey's given up.
It's 7:35.
It's 7:35. Both ponchoed up. It must be bad for Andy to wear poncho because he wouldn't just get wet on me. Look at the happy face. Who wants 11 hours of this? Woo.
Sticker. Another sticker.
I'm not impressed that they waited till opening time to start hoovering. It's very noisy. Looks nice. Cheesy.
Yeah, look, it does look quite a lot like that breakfast biscuit we had in.
Yeah, they're making it up.
Bacon,
Sort
egg, some cheese. Okay, so we finished the sandwich. It was really nice actually.
It was.
$7.50 for an American breakfast, which was like bacon, egg, cheese in like a scone type thing. Scone? I don't know. Tell us down below. What do you do? I can't take her anywhere. So we're now heading over to the park. Still ponchoed up. Mine has formed some kind of fashionable deep V at the front. I may have to get another one so I don't get completely soaked. Yeah, we'll see how we go. We took our time a little bit. We had planned on being in the queue for like 8 o'clock, but Earl Sandwich didn't open till 8. So actually, we took our time, had our breakfast. Yeah, and it wasn't greasy at all. It was like, imagine a much better bacon McMuffin.
Almost like tiger bread.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
Yeah, it was really good. And only $7.50 each. That included a coffee as well.
My issue with it was we got there at 7 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Loads of people were stood around while we were waiting outside. And then the second they opened the doors, they started hoovering.
With the loudest hoover I've ever heard in my life. It was insane.
I'm happy that you know...
You want to keep it clean, yeah. It's like, why not do that at 7:45? You know, or even the night before.
We couldn't video.
No. That's right, so we taken some pictures and stuff, but yeah. So we're heading in now. Like I said, we're going into Disney Studio. We'll get to see the different way in, because last time we were here, Studio 1 was still open, and as some of you probably already know, Studio 1 is now shut for renovations, getting ready for its change to Disney Adventure World next year and the opening of the new Frozen area. So we don't think it's going to be as busy as normal, just because the weather's bleeding terrible, to be fair. Hopefully it's going to lighten up this afternoon, but let's see what we can get on first thing. Okay, so I'm in. Now I'm actually leaving Tracy behind. She doesn't want to do Crush's Coaster. So I am making my way. So this is Studio 1 where you used to walk in. Now you need to come down to the left of that through the new area. We can see all this construction wall. There's going to be lots of it around the park. Let's see what the queue is like at Crush's by the time I get there. 8:36. It's a 20-minute wait. Let's see.
Disney Studios history. There is no queue for Crush today. Bonus on a watch day. Samurai Lane still says 10. Normal Lane says 35, but there are 0 queues.
High-speed trail, sharp turns and sudden drops. For your safety, you should be in good health and free from high blood pressure, heart failure, neck problems, motion sickness or other conditions that could be aggravated by this adventure.
Alright, Crush was done. It was really good fun. I started backwards, which was interesting. Yeah, but it was really, really good. It's a free spinning coaster, so unlike Guardians of the Galaxy, where there's control over which direction you're facing, there's no control on that one. You just kind of like spin along with the track, so it makes it far more unpredictable. It was brilliant fun. And I can imagine though, I mean, I'm not a massive guy, I'm quite a big guy, and the restraints are quite tight, even for me. So I think if you are, I'm going to say a larger individual.
You're 6'1", aren't you?
Yeah, I'm 6'1". I'm about, well, yeah, I'm bigger than I want to be, let's put it that way. And you know, I fit, and it was fine, I wasn't uncomfortable. But if you are a larger person, and I'm not trying to fat shame anyone here, consider it before you go on there, because at some points as well, when it was taking me upwards, I was actually facing down, so I was like against the restraint. It was fine because the restraints are actually quite padded, but just something for you to think about.
I've just posted on Facebook that if it rains, go to Crush. Walk on for a single rider, and you run enough in 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's it. It was posted a 20-minute wait. I went on at 8:36. I was on the ride at 8:52. I queued for 16 minutes. Yeah, because now, we're going into Remy now, so see you after. So we took an opportunity to get on Ratatouille the Adventure, because we love that ride. It's a little bit different at the moment. Just before we left Paris in April. Yeah, they swapped over, but they hadn't swapped it properly. So they took away the 3D glasses, and they've stopped the 3D. While we were still here before, they still had the 3D film on, so it felt really weird. But they put it onto just a normal 2D film now. And it is different, it's not quite the same, but it's still a really fun ride, it's still really clever. And you've still got like water being thrown at you, you've still got the heat from the oven, and all that sort of thing is still there. So it's still fun, I'm sure we'll do it again. We've just had a look. The last time we looked, Web Slingers was not open. And we've just come out of Remy's, and it's open, and there's only a 5-minute wait. And we love Web Slingers, so we're heading over now to Avengers Campus.
Again, I don't know why I'm racing, I don't know why I'm surprised.
See what I have to deal with?
I'm not competitive, I just need to be the best.
No, she's not competitive. In fact, if there was a competition to see who was the least competitive, she'd win. And she did, she absolutely tated me. But there we go. But another guy in the car with us just tated everybody. But there we go. Right, so we've come out. It was great fun. Not gonna lie, I am struggling slightly to hold the camera because my arms and shoulders are now an absolute mess. It's brilliant fun, but it's hard work, but it's a good workout. Tracy's heart rate went up to 135 at one point, so you know.
I mean, I do have heart rate issues anyway.
Yeah, but they don't need to know that. But yeah, bit of cardio. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go from something fast and intensive to something a little bit easier on us. We're going over to the Toy Story Playland. We're zigzagging today. We kind of have a plan, but not a sticking in one area plan, doing things we like plan. And we're going to go on to Cars Road Trip. We'll talk about more about that later. So we've had a look, and Cars Road Trip opens in about 7 minutes, according to the app. So always make sure if you come here, get the app. Remember, it's a different one from the America and Florida, the Florida app, because there's a Disneyland Paris app. So get that one, and it tells you wait times and things, just like in the others. If you've ever been to Florida and had that. So we're going to head over to the far end of Toy Story Playland again, wait for that to open, and then we're going to head back over. Because at 11 o'clock we're taking in our first show, which I'll talk to you about shortly, and we want to get in the queue at least half an hour, if not more, before that starts. So you've made it up the Cars Road Trip. It's got a 10-minute wait posted on there, although it's empty, and that's just because it's not actually fully open yet. So we're going to head on down, get ourselves in place. This is a wonderful ride. It's a re-theme of the old Catastrophe Canyon, right? You still go through an area of Catastrophe Canyon, but obviously themed to the Cars movies, which is nice because it matches our hotel. And it's a really, really fun sit-down and really nice theming throughout the ride as well. We've got some footage of this in some of our other videos. We'll link to some of that in the description and in the cards. Right, let's go have a look at Cars. Right, we finished Cars road trip. It was lovely. We got wet before it got to the wet bit of the ride because there was so much water on the roof. What can you do? So we're now heading back over to one of the theatres here at Disney Studios, because we're going to take in the show Together, a Pixar musical adventure. It's not one we got to see last time.
No, it's closed because it was the birthday of Disneyland Paris.
So we're going to go over to it right now. It starts at 11 and it's about 10:15 now. And we want to make sure we're there in plenty of time to queue, particularly because it is wet and rainy. We are anticipating that anyone that's here might want to be inside.
It's also 10:15 and we've done 10,000 steps.
Yes. Yeah, we kind of want to sit down. So that is where we are heading next. I don't think we thought there was anything that could make Tracy cry more than Lion King show did.
I think my face is probably mascara. So
we've just come out of Together, a Pixar musical adventure. What an amazing show that is. I don't want to kind of say too much about it because there's so much about it that just blows you away. So if you come here, so we said make sure you don't miss Lion King. Don't miss this.
I would pay for it.
Yeah, we would go and pay to go and see that somewhere else. It was spectacular, absolutely spectacular. What an amazing show. Right, I don't know what we're doing yet, so
I need to recover.
Yeah, I think we need a minute. We're gonna work it out. So it's approaching lunchtime. We're getting hungry. But before we go in, I'm jumping onto Avengers Flight Force because I haven't done it yet, and it's fun. And it's a 5-minute wait.
Votre véritable force vient du plus profond de vous-même. Mais quand nous nous entraînons et combattons côte à côte, en tant qu'alliés, rien ne peut nous arrêter. Cette force vient de votre cœur. Wakanda forever!
Okay, so Andy decided to go on Avengers because he was like, there's not a lot going on and there's a 10-minute wait. I decided not to. And then all of the team came out, including Deadpool, and Andy missed it, which is sad for Andy. Oh, he's just messaged me to say, oh man. So he just, yeah, that was cool.
Une intelligence artificielle avancée en charge du bon fonctionnement général. Merci de nous avoir rejoints. Une journée chargée nous attend.
So Flight Force was great fun again, although if you are going on these rides, please check with your children before you take them on, because I was sat in front of a child who screamed all the way through because it was just too big a ride for them, and he did not. yeah, he didn't enjoy it at all. So just think about that when we take your kids. We're getting a bit hungry, so I think we're going to check out the super diner and see what they've got there, because we might try the shawarma.
So we've just been to the Super Diner, which is just here behind me. It was okay. Andy enjoyed the shawarma. He's been wanting one for a while. Oh, look at my eyes from rain. I had a chicken Caesar salad. It was so compacted into the bowl, you literally couldn't actually get anything out of it. It was pre-made, so it was alright. The sauce was all at the bottom. It was alright. Just, yeah. Hi.
Hello.
I wouldn't recommend going back. Would you go again?
You know what? I thought the shawarma was nice. It was tasty. It wasn't ridiculously expensive, but I tasted your salad, and the sauce was nice and stuff, but I was a bit underwhelmed by it. I didn't like
The
big
crouton.
thing.
It was horrible.
I didn't like it at all. It just tasted like a stale lump of bread.
Yeah.
They'd been better off with just some little croutons over the top.
It was, yeah.
No.
Yeah, just meh.
Rendez sur votre laser. Raise your hands in the air. Exactement comme ça, Skelmir. Quiconque tient ses marteaux et ne triche pas avec son cœur sera digne de posséder pour une course ignorée les pouvoirs de tort. Your shall possess for little time only the power of tort. Jeune guerrière, tu vas essayer encore une fois, s'il te plaît. Mais cette fois-ci, pense à toutes tes bonnes actions. Pense-y fort. Et le plus important, utilise ton cœur. Est-ce que tu es prête? Vas-y, montre-nous ta force. Oui! Elle en est dit, je le savais! Je suis fier de toi! Bravo! Bravo, jeune guerrière! Merci beaucoup. Je vais te laisser repartir parmi les tiens. Chers amis, Emblem nous appelle. Il est temps pour nous de rentrer sur Asgard.
So, it's still raining.
It's a whole video of just
Yeah.
saying it's raining.
Yeah. So we've been having a bit of a wander around. We did Carl's road trip again, because this is quite nice and we quite enjoy it. And it sheltered us from the rain for a little bit. I just had a Worlds of Pixar cupcake from the Laugh and Go stall up by Carl's road trip. You can see I'll put the little snippets we've got of it, the pictures of it around. And it was actually quite nice. There was a nice sort of like cream cheese frosting on top, and that little Pixar ball on top there. It's just a hollow ball of white chocolate with some food colouring on it, and it's actually quite nice. I'm more of the cakey kind of person. Tracy's not really a cakey person. I just like things with sugar in, to be fair. Possibly problematic later in life, we'll find out. But right now we're going to head over, see if we can start queuing for Mickey and the Magician. The next show of that is at 2 o'clock, and it's about 1:15 or so now. So we're going to see if we can get in just under the shelter to queue, and then I think we might be heading back for a dry off and a warm up back at Santa Fe. Right, just come out of Mickey and the Magician in the Animagic Theatre. Another really good show. Really, it was great. It was kind of just a combination of like all your favourite songs from lots of different Disney films. There was Frozen, there was Aladdin, there was Beauty and the Beast, there was some Cinderella in there. It was just a really good show.
I want purple sparkly tap shoes now.
I know Tracy wants purple sparkly tap shoes. I thought Disney was expensive enough without wanting to buy all the stuff afterwards. My bank balance can cry later. Anyway, so it's still raining. So we've decided that we're tired of being wet for a little while, so we're going to head back to our room. We're going to have a little bit of a relax because we do want to try and get to see the fireworks. So we're back out, we're rested, we are changed, and showered
We didn't dry our hair.
because it's still bloody raining. Oh well.
It's August in 2 days.
Yeah. Come on, summer. You can do this. Ow. So we're heading back into the parks, but we're going into Disneyland Park again this time. So we did Studios this morning, and we're starting off. We've already decided we are going straight for Pirates of the Caribbean. So we're going to get on there and get what our daughter lovingly describes as Pirate Bottom. And just to clarify, that's when you sit on a wet seat and you get a wet bum. So that's where we're going first, and then I think we're going to go and get something to eat. I think we're going to Casa de Coco to have some burritos from there.
So it's our last night here. We have got most of a full day, probably till about 4-ish at the park. We're getting eaten up by trees.
Yes.
And then we are going home. But we're not home for long because we're going to a place where it's not going to rain for 10 days.
We hope.
We hope. We're going to go this way.
Yes.
Because we're going to our usual, well, this is a new hotel, this one. We're going to our usual hotel in Spain, but the children have never been with us.
Well, Caitlin came with us last year.
yeah.
Caitlin came last year, but our older two have never been there. We've been there a few times. We love the place. So there will be videos and things about that. We'll look at the room and we'll look around the hotel, check out the food, all that kind of stuff while we are there. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do that, because that vlog will be coming probably quite shortly after this series is finished, because we're going on the holiday pretty much straight away after this one.
We've got only a few days, probably just to dry ourselves out.
Yeah. We've got time to get home, kind of de-prune from walking in the rain for 3 days. Well, a day. It's been 1 day, let's face it, day and a half.
Yeah.
And
it just feels like
yeah, it does. Pop to a friend's wedding and then head to Spain, flying again. Tracy doesn't like flying, so, which is why we didn't show you the travel part of the video, because we just wanted to get through that bit together. Tracy's never been a particularly big fan of flying, and has some anxieties around that, you know, and it's fine. And we're not trying to like hide that fact from anybody, but it's just something we didn't feel like at the time we needed to share and to kind of show that with you.
I just have to get through it. I can't.
So when we travel to Spain, it'll probably be the same sort of thing. We'll be getting our kids through that as well.
Yeah, we've got Oliver doesn't fly well either.
No.
He's a bit like me.
Yeah, so we're just going to concentrate on getting ourselves there, and we'll show you the hotel and things there. But anyway, right, we're already going to be wet when we get there. Let's head to Pirates of the Caribbean. So we've made a bit of a detour before going to Pirates. We looked on the app and Big Thunder had dropped down to 10. Now we've got there and the standby line is posted as 25, but it looks very quiet. So Tracy doesn't want to come on to that one, which is fine. So I'm going to take a stab at Big Thunder. I've never done the Paris Big Thunder mountain. And if I did, it was 25 years ago, so I don't know what it's going to be like, but I hear it is a fantastic ride. And we'll see how long it takes me to get there. So I've just come off Big Thunder. It was posted 25, actually ended up being like 40, only because it did break down partway through. We stayed in the line and got on there, but it was amazing fun. It was worth it. I can see why it gets like massive waits. People here, it is possibly one of the, I think it's possibly the second best I've been on. Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind in Florida, still on one, but that was phenomenal. Really fast, really quick turns, really smooth and really comfortable. Right, I now need to find Tracy because she's hanging around somewhere. So I'll see you in a bit. Jalapeno papaya.
Burrito lasted us about 10 seconds, but was massive and did both of us. Jalapeno poppers are amazing, not spicy, but amazing. I mean, nachos and cheese can't really go wrong with you.
I would have preferred I would have preferred if the cheese sauce was warm, personally,
it was
but
obviously
it tastes
pre-made.
nice because it's natural cheese dipper.
Margarita, however, doesn't taste alcoholic. It tastes like juice, but it's very nice.
Right, done in Casa de Coco. I know Tracy just spoke about that and looked at the food. It's really nice. Enjoyed that. I will add though, when we had the burrito, it has got guacamole in it, and I don't really like guacamole. We talked about whether we asked them to take it out, but actually I couldn't tell it was in there, and it was so tasty and flavourful. So if you don't like guacamole but like a burrito, get that. We're in the middle now of a challenge with our daughter Emily, because we've been sending her a couple of pictures of rides that we're on, trying to see if she can guess what we're on, but we're trying to make it difficult. So we're going to re-ride some rides now that we've done and we know that she knows, to see if she can guess them. So first up,
She's doing well.
she is doing annoyingly well. We sent her a picture of a random piece of metal and a bit of plastic wall on Car's road trip, and she got it. She's a geek. Says the adult walking around Disney. Off we go. In fact, before I sign off, Emily has just replied saying Phantom Manor. How did she get it from a frame? Right, buzz is done. I won again.
I don't know what I do wrong with that one. I beat you on web.
She beat me on web slingers.
I prefer that.
I prefer that one because I win on it. Is the appendix to that statement. So we found a picture in there. We sent it to Emily. We're waiting for a reply. Next up, we're going back to It's a Small World. I don't know if we'll find anything there.
No,
it's a bit too obvious, but we're going to give it a go anyway. So here we go. Wish us luck. It's a Small World's done again. She didn't get buzzed the first time. She got it the second time, but then guessed Small World before we got to the end of the queue. So we're actually going to do some ones that we have done before, but not on this trip. We're staying in Fantasyland and we're heading over to the Voyages of Pinocchio and Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Don't know which one we're going to do first, but they're both only a 5-minute wait each.
It's currently 7:50 as well, so we've kind of got a very empty park right now, which is bizarre.
Yeah, I mean, we came back in having gone home to get changed. It was still chucking it down rain. It's not anymore, by the way. It's currently dry. I know, it's very exciting. But as we were arriving back, people were leaving in their droves. So there aren't actually that many people left in the park, relatively speaking. So yeah, it means it's a bit quieter for us. Okay, so yeah, off to Snow White and Pinocchio. So not Pinocchio, because apparently it's down. But Snow White's right next door, so we're going in there instead. Right, Seven Dwarfs done. We managed to find something that I think is going to stump Emily.
I think so.
Basically, we sort of portcullis style wall thing. I don't think she'll get it personally. We'll find out. She hasn't replied yet, so we'll find out in a minute. We haven't decided what we're doing next, so we will let you know. She likes this song. Wait, that's Emily's line. So while it is relatively early, and we thought about fireworks, but we're just knackered. We're old people now. We are. Yeah. You're older than me. We're knackered, but we've done about 30,000 steps today. We also got to get back. We do need to start pack some of our bags because we're going home tomorrow. So we need to be sort of a little bit ready in the morning, not all the way, of course, but let's get some of our clothes in and just to relax and chill out a little bit because we're still catching up, I think, from Friday. So yeah.
We need to come for 5 days.
Yeah, when we can kind of take our time a little bit and don't have to do 30,000 steps a day. So yeah. So on that note, we shall bid you good night. Please, if you have enjoyed this video, subscribe to see our other content in the future, including our final day here on this holiday and of course our future trip to Spain. And we'll see you all soon. Good night.